Welcome back. Business Session 4. DEI. We start with Business Session 4, which is on DEI. Diversity, Equity and Inclusion. The session would be chaired by PDG Bhavani Chaudhary, and the keynote speaker for this session is PDG Stuti Agarwal of District 3120. Request them to kindly come to the dais. We request past Governor Bhavani Ji to deliver the opening remarks for the session.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to be here. I must thank Governor-elect Prabhudatta and Secretary Chair Party for reporting faith on me to chair this session. Diversity, equity and inclusion. A new subject to Rotary. This was included in Rotary in 2019. Diversity, as you know, a top priority for Rotary internationally in going in diversifying membership to make more members, open members and protected members, real members. To speak more about this, we have past District Governor Stuti, who is the best mate of me. He is from Allahabad and should speak on the subject diversity, equity and inclusion. It is yours, Stuti.
Thank you, sir. We now have an heavy introduction of keynote speaker, past Governor Stuti Agarwal.
Stuti has the distinction of being the First Lady President of one of the oldest clubs of District Rotary Allahabad in 2005-2006. Again, she became the first woman to become the District Governor of Rotary International District 3120 for the year 2018-19. As the District Governor of RID 3120 for 2018-19, her personal touch coupled with excellent management took the district to great heights. At Rotary Institute, she was awarded for membership increase and percentage increase. For Rotary Foundation, she reached a target till now unthinkable for RI District 3120. During her tenure as DG, she undertook to educate women in menstrual hygiene and installed 130 sanitary napkin vending machines in girls' educational institutions and public places. 20 breastfeeding cabins were installed at big hospitals, railway stations, and other public places where the mother can breastfeed the child in peace. Stuti and Avanindra are major donors. At present, Stuti is serving RI as ARPIC, Assistant Regional Public Image Coordinator for RI Zone 6 for the year 2020-21 and also for 2021-22. It was a great honor when she was featured on the cover page of Rotary National Magazine, Rotary News and Rotary Samachar in the issue of August in 2003 with a complete feature story inside. Rotarian Stuti is married to past President Rotarian Dr. Avanindra Agarwal, a well-known pediatrician and neonatologist of Allahabad. They are blessed with a daughter and a son. Daughter Anchal is married to Himanshu and settled in Canada. They have two daughters, Siona and Arna. Son, Dr. Astitva, is an orthodontist. He is married to Shreya, a clinical psychologist. They are blessed with a daughter, Avanika. Astitva and Shreya are active Rotarians and PHFs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the past Governor Stuti Agarwal, and we request her to kindly address the gathering.
जो अपनी राह बनाता है, कोई चलता है पद चिन्हों पर, कोई खुद पद चिन्ह बनाता है. Lives of great men all remind us we should make our lives sublime and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Good afternoon, one and all. RIDN and Arpik Anirudh Roy Chaudhary and all luminaries and guests present here. I'll not go into the entire protocol, but I'd like to take this opportunity to thank District Governor-elect Prabhudat and his charming wife Manjusha and DT Harsh Gupta for inviting me to this wonderfully organized assembly at Varanasi. And I really thank my friend and co-ARPIC Devashish and providing equitable opportunities for fellowship, service and leadership. Our members also want and expect Rotary to be a diverse, equitable and inclusive organization. We are committed to creating supportive environments that foster open communication and shared learning. RI has made DEI a priority. As a global network that tries to build a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change, Rotary values diversity and celebrates the contribution of people of all backgrounds, regardless of their age, ethnicity, race, color, abilities, religion, socio-economic status, culture, sex, sexual orientation, and gender identity.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this was the RI's promise and RI's statement. So we are recognize that being a diverse and equitable organization and an inclusive organization, it will enhance the experience that members have in Rotary. Now, a top priority for Rotary is growing Rotary and diversifying its membership, and to make sure that it is more open and inclusive to all. So it has become a matter of real priority now, and hence DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion. So what is diversity, equity and inclusion? Let us start with diversity first. So diversity means basically variety, a variety of people. Here in the case of Rotary, there are various kinds of diversity now which he did not enter. Let us start with diversity of age. When we talk about diversity of age, we know when Paul Harris started the Rotary International, he was only 36 years of age. And now, average age of Rotary is much beyond 50 years. Why? We are talking about a world which has 50% of population which is below 40 years of age. और हमारा हिंदुस्तान तो और भी युवा देश है. हमारे यहाँ तो 60% से ऊपर की population is below 40 years of age. तो हमारे यहाँ रोटरी की एज क्यों एज हो रही है? We have to think about it. I don't say that we don't have senior members. Senior members come with their experience and they come with their knowledge. Experience वो चीज़ है जो कि आप शर्ट से उठा के खरीद नहीं सकते हैं. You have to go through that age, you have to go through that experience to gain that experience. So we need those senior members. But जहाँ हम युवा की बात करते हैं, the young come with new ideas, new vitality, new vigor and new communication skills. And वो हमें चाहिए है. We may be or may not be apt to about all these things. क्या हमारे पास नए आइडिया आएंगे? हमको वो पता ही नहीं है कि आज दुनिया में क्या चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, क्या टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, तो हम नए आइडियाज लाएंगे कहाँ से? This comes with the new age. और उस एज वो युवा जो है उसके बारे में मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि उनका कमिटमेंट वो होता है जो कहता है हवाओं से कह दो अपनी औकात में रहें, हम परों से नहीं हौसलों से उड़ा करते हैं। जब एक बार मैं कमिट कर लेता हूँ तो मैं कमिट कर लेता हूँ, फिर अपनी भी नहीं सुनता। ये उस तरह का कमिटमेंट है एंड वी वांट दैट काइंड ऑफ कमिटमेंट। सो वी नीड टू हैव यंगर मेंबर्स एंड इस बात करते करते में we talk about the new generation and we talk about the Rotary Act also, जिसके लिए हमें रोटरी ऐसा बनाना है जो कि रोटरी में वो खुद आगे बढ़ना चाहे, न्यू मेंबर्स। Now we'll talk about diversity in sex. It took a Supreme Court battle to allow women to be Rotarians, and after years of litigation, in 1987, we were able to join Rotary as women. And now it is wonderful to see another governor coming up, so many presidents coming up, and so many secretaries, honorary secretaries of the clubs coming up as leaders of District 3262. Women do not bear inaction and inefficiency. They bear our children, and in doing so, they bear our future. The future in whose hands lies our country, our world, and of course, why not our organization. So, their coming in Rotary will give Rotary a new sense of direction. Someone has very aptly said, if you educate a woman, if you educate a man, you educate a man. But if you educate a woman, you educate a generation. Or, like Margaret Thatcher once said, if you want anything said, ask a man. But if you want anything done, ask a woman. स्त्री हमेशा से चाहे माँ हो, बहन हो, बेटी हो, बहू हो, साथी रही है, सिंपैथाइजिंग रही है, माँ ममता की मूरत रही है और आपके घर को बांध के रखती है। तो ऐसी औरतों का सेवा के क्षेत्र में आना अति आवश्यक है। डाइवर्सिटी एंड रेस, इन रेस वी टॉक अबाउट। Can you change it for me? Or someone is standing there? So, members of color. In 1987, women were invited to become members, and 20 years before that, men of color were added to Rotary. So this is diversity in race. हमारे यहाँ नहीं है रेस की डाइवर्सिटी, पर हमारे यहाँ डाइवर्सिटी और तो है। In District 9800 in 2018, Praharan Rotary led the way with the Pride March, and many other clubs have embraced LGBTQI members. So this is another section where we are lacking, and invite them. They come with different kind of sensitivity, and this is the diversification we really want. Then diversity in ethnicity. हमारे ethnic groups बहुत हैं. Ethnicity can be of race, they can be of culture, it can be of religion, it can be of ancestry, it can be of any tradition. So that kind of ethnicity we need, and we have, because India has that kind of ethnicity, and we should try to include all kinds of members. Then comes members of diversity in people who have special needs. अगर ये लोग हमारे साथ ज्वाइन करेंगे तो हम जानते हैं कि इनके मन में जो विचार उठ रहे हैं वो हमारे में नहीं आ सकते हैं। तो ऐसे विचारों के साथ हम हमेशा चाहेंगे कि हमारे साथ ये मेंबर्स जुड़ें। And of course they have proved to be leaders in whatever they do. They have always done. See the peak of their careers that they have reached. तो वहाँ के आइडियाज हमें अवश्य ही चाहिए हैं। And we talk about diversity in occupation or vocation. ये तो हमारा एक रूल होता था रोटरी इंटरनेशनल का कि हम अपने साथ क्लासिफिकेशन रोस्टर बनाते थे और क्लासिफिकेशन रोस्टर लेके चलते थे. This kind of diversity, of course, is extremely important. ये आपके नेटवर्किंग के लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट है, आपके प्रोफेशन के लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट है, आपके आगे बढ़ने के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है. एंड a lawyer cannot give you the idea that the engineer can give, or vice versa. So you should try to have all kinds of vocations, and I will request you to still maintain that classification roster, and जो classification missing हो उसको आप जरूर member बनाएं. So this was all about diversity. Now coming to equity. These are two pictures which show equality and equity. Have you guessed the difference? Have you found the difference between the two pictures? In the first picture, अगर आपको 3 जनों को मैच देखना है फेंस के खड़े होकर, तो आपको एक स्टूल तीनों को दे दिया गया. पर वो स्टूल देने से सबसे छोटा वाला वो मैच अभी भी नहीं देख पा रहा है. So this is equality but not equity. Equity means कि हमें जिसको जितना आवश्यक है हम उसको ज़रूर देने की कोशिश करें. अगर हमारे पास 100 रुपये हैं और हमने इक्वली बांट दिया तो हम 35 रुपये 35 पैसे सबको दे देंगे. बट इफ आई एम इक्विटेबल, I will give more to the person who needs it more. Maybe the other person already has 80 rupees and he does not want those 33 rupees. So please take care and be equitable. Equity in... And actually what happens is this. जिसके पास है, चाहे नॉलेज है, चाहे रिसोर्सेज है, चाहे कुछ भी है, उसके पास इतना है जिसको चाहिए नहीं है, और जिसके पास नहीं है उसके पास नहीं है. सो वी हैव टू बी इक्विटेबल, नॉट इक्वल. व्हाट वी वांट इज इक्विटी. चाहे वो व्हील चेयर पे हो वो भी फल तोड़ सकता है और वही तरह का रिजल्ट दे सकता है. चाहे वो शॉर्ट हो तो भी वो रिजल्ट दे सकता है. एंड कमिंग टू द लास्ट पिक्चर, आई लाइक इट द बेस्ट because this is equity at its best. जो सबसे नाटा है, सबसे शॉर्ट है, उसको हमने 3 स्टूल नहीं दिए, उसको हमने 3 स्टूल के साथ एक रैंप बना के दिया है जिससे वो उस पर चढ़ सके. हम स्टूल दे दें और हम हट जाएं कि वो कैसे क्लाइंब करेगा, that is also another problem. So this kind of equity is the best equity. In Rotary also, are we giving each Rotarian in our club the necessary access to resources, opportunities, networking and support to thrive? Not only in Rotary, we want to have that in our community partnerships also. So now coming to the third part, which is inclusion. This is inclusion, the act of including. If we see this picture, डाइवर्सिटी में आपने बहुत सारा सामान रख लिया, आपने बहुत सारा, आई हैव वाइट फ्लावर, आई हैव बेकिंग पाउडर, आई हैव एग्स, एवरीथिंग इज देयर. बट व्हाट आर दे डूइंग देयर? उसका कोई काम तो है नहीं, हमको क्या पता. बट इफ यू आर रियली अ पर्सन हु वांट्स इंक्लूजन, यू विल मेक दिस मिक्स वर्क टू मेक अ केक आउट ऑफ इट. सो डाइवर्सिटी इज हैविंग अ मिक्स, and inclusion means you are trying to make that mix work. Diversity is a fact and inclusion is an act. It is an act of doing it. Rotary International has also given its definitions of DEI, and they are all there over the net, and you can go through that. When you go to the learning center, please go through one of these sections and learn about DEI because it has become very important. The DEI code of conduct is also there. How to act if a problem arises and people do not follow the DEI code of conduct. Please go through that also. And Conversation, communication is the best way to do it. Promote DEI in your clubs. Have people talk about it. Have a DEI committee with it in your club. And you can also invite experts to talk on that. Benefits of diversity, of course, are all known. If you have a homogeneous sort of organization, it is not as good as when you have a diverse DEI and member retention. When members left, they said, the maximum number of people said that they did not feel included in any of the programs. So please feel them included. And you all know how your clubs will work, so you know how your clubs will want to include the members. Please use proper language. Crippled and handicapped is no more used. Members of special need, people with special need is the last and the best thing that you can use. Think beyond physical barriers. Ramp or parking is not the only place. Please have other needs addressed. In last 40 years, we have been trying to be very diverse, but it hasn't helped. So let us start by including first and diversifying later. So I'll end here now. My time is also over. How do you know you have succeeded? Diversity and equity is being invited to the party. Everyone is invited. But inclusion means that you have been asked to dance. Thank you, but I'll just end with a few lines on the next year's theme that I have loved. It is a quote, a famous quote by Albert Einstein. It says, "I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagine encircles the world. So imagine Rotary." Thank you.
Thank you, PDG Stuti, for your informative session. May I request Session Chair PDG Bhavaniji to deliver his closing remarks.
For the wonderful deliberations. Now, my dear President, Secretary of the clubs, our leaders of the club, this is an advertisement to PDG Stuti. I am sure you will take enough to home text from the same proper speech and implement the same in the clubs in your year 2008, 22-23. And to create inclusive cultures that promote diversity and inclusion that communities. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, I would, on behalf of District 3262, ma'am, thank you so much for telling us all about DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. In fact, आपने जो एक particular slide दिखाया था जिसमें एक picture थी, that also cleared my doubts about what exactly equity means. And diversity, as we all know, has always been one of our core values of Rotary, right from 1910 when the core values came in. So it's always there with us, diverse, we are from different things. We've told how women came into Rotary, how people of color came into Rotary, why the entire demographic of a particular club is required to get in the correct classification, also is required to get in the correct people so that we get in more of diversity and all. So thank you once again, ma'am, for telling us all about DEI, and I also thank the session chair Bhavani Babu for his presence out here and doing the needful. Thank you once again.
We request DG Prabhu to kindly felicitate our session chair and keynote speaker.
If anybody has got any questions or anything clarification you can give, and I have declared few things like there will be no district dues for new women members, retractors, but there is no relaxation for only women member club because I didn't promote only women member club because this is not the part of the DEI. Because there is a cluster of leaders in one club and the opportunity to become leadership is very less. So I restrict that. But I will not restrict, but I will not promote that. And anything from the floor, if it is, I can accept any suggestion or you can decide it. And regarding the budget, we'll, as the most of the presidents are not there, we'll have either passed the budget in the online and we'll send the budget to them for the passing the budget.
I was getting some informal feedback. Everybody is very happy. But there was one question they were asking me constantly. Was this that are we going to do a one Rotary center, a district office in Bhubaneswar or not, which will be dedicated to Rotary International District and will also continue with whatever leadership form changes. They will have that place to address and be a permanent place of address for the district office.
That's a wonderful idea to continue one Rotary office in Bhubaneswar. But again, Bhubaneswar, all the district governors are not from the Bhubaneswar, except few governors. It may be from Barampur or it may be from Banipada, it may be from Keonjhar. So it may be from Malkangiri also. We can have a district office. Again, we can have any Rotary club, those who have a permanent building, like Rotary Club Bhubaneswar or any other clubs, those who have, we can ask them to give a space on the basis of rent. So that we can run that on the district office, or we can apply to the government for a place for the Rotary office and an excellence center where we can showcase the Rotary activities and ask the corporates to come and they can see, they can understand what is Rotary. Because we have nothing to show the permanent things as a like exhibition hall, whatever it may be. It's a very wonderful idea. We have thought it 3 years back. We will work on it if it is possible. Thank you, Jayashree, for wonderful feedback.
Anyone else? Yeah. Ravi, out here. Yeah.
Regarding the subject matter, I want one question to Prabhu. If one proposal to the government of Odisha regarding a headquarters or a district office, particular to Bhubaneswar, it may be on the rented basis or it may be on permanent basis. I think it will be better for the future.
Not clear.
If the existing DG or community will apply to the government of Odisha for a higher building.
Okay. You mean we apply to the government of Odisha for land so that...
No, land or maybe a quarter or whatever.
Water. Okay, good enough.
That sounds good, but it is difficult job. I know I shouldn't commit anything. It sounds very good, but it's very difficult job. We can't have a district office unless we privately, a few incoming leaders decide and the past district governor decide to do that. Mostly the incoming leaders decide to have an office. We can do that. So suppose I do have an office. If I am willing to continue my part of office as a district office on a rent basis, that can be also done. That can take.
Any more questions or we finish? There's another question. Yeah, please.
This must be one account number for district office and district governor. They will hand over the charges to other governor. I think so. Like RI international account number in New Delhi, and also in our club also, the audited accounts are being implemented and supplied to all members.
Okay, I got a question. Every governor has a new bank account because the Rotary is a very planned organization. Before a governor starts, they have to start their organization, their accounting system before 2 years, and after 6 months they have to continue this. So it's very difficult to have a single account with the two operating authorized or signatory. So we have to have 2 accounts. Every governor has a new account. It's not possible. This is a technical issue. This is that financial technical issue there.
I have a problem. 30th June, the governor gets it and then a new governor comes in. Some money comes in before 30th June to another particular account for the governor elect. गवर्नर जो प्रेजेंट है उसके खुद के देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स विच ही हैज टू गिव हिज अकाउंट्स within 6 months, that is usually during the district conference. So that governor's amount अलग है.
Governor's allocation you can always have a separate account. 30% can come later.
Later, okay.
But this district account can always be maintained. And what this gentleman has suggested is a very good suggestion. Because that can always continue because he is also facing difficulty opening a fresh account.
Yes.
That's a good suggestion that can be worked out.
Also, there is sometimes communication mistake. The president-elect sent the account, they are distributed to the old governor's account. It has already also happened. Thank you. If any more feedback is there, you are requested to post in the assistant governor, president and secretary group so that it can be more clarified. You are always welcome to question and have a clarification suggestions. Thank you.